I operate D-Star. I use a 7100. I have a DVAP that I operate D-Star, and I also have a dongle. But I have a good friend that I do nets with, and he's in an assistance living place where he's not allowed to use any kind of RF communications, so he just uses the dongle, and he operates on D-Star. So check that out. A dongle would cost you about $200. Connect it to your computer, and you're ready to go. But I've talked to all the continents in the world on D-Star, with the exception of Antarctica, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm like you. I've been a ham radio operator since 1980. Well, licensed since 1980. So I enjoy it. 2 meter has always been my fun place. Back to you.
WY20, Landing, New Jersey. Yeah, okay, very good there, Mark. Yeah, I started out on 2. I had an old Clegg. I don't know if you remember them. And then I went over to CW, and I had a Tech Century 21 and a Gonset. I can't even remember the model number. And had probably about a gazillion rigs in between buying this Kenwood 281 2 years ago, and it was the first time back on 2 meters in 30-some odd years. And when I left 2 meters, it was either simplex or the local repeater, and that was it. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that you can work the whole world on 2 meters. And I bought this for $1.38, brand new, out of the guy down there in Delaware. And I had a Ringo on the side of the house probably for 40 years. I only used it for the scanner. Tuned the Ringo and Belden 213 that's been out there for 40 years, and it's still perfectly good. So I'm pushing the Belden 213, even though they're out of business now. And here we are. And the reason I'm here is because, the shape of HF right now, which is not good. WY20 for ID.
Oh, my goodness gracious, a Clegg. You ask a new ham if they ever heard that word Clegg, they don't know what you mean. Yeah, I agree with you. I have an ICOM 7100. The reason I have that rig is because a Swiss Army knife gives me a lot of playroom, but I have that hooked up for 20 meter HF, which today is nothing but the Florida QSO party. But I've always enjoyed 2 meters. The rig you have, that's a nice radio. Boy, if anybody getting into ham radio wants to buy a good 2 meter rig, that's the one to go for. That is a fantastic radio. But anywho, I have a good time. I use the 7100. I have it programmed in to operate a lot of the local 2 meter repeaters here. And then I have the capabilities to work D-Star. So D-Star is a lot of fun. Find somebody in your area who operates D-Star. Go visit their shack and listen up for a bit. Kind of like using Echolink. If you ever operate an Echolink, it's similar to that, but it's not Echolink, and Echolink is not D-Star. But I tell you, since I've been into D-Star the last 7 years, I've had a blast with that.
Yeah, okay, very good. So like I said, yeah, I'll look into it. I've been, QRP, CW, and analog, basically my whole tour here. So, it's, I was looking at a Yaesu has a new digital I've been thinking about. I didn't even price it out yet. It's brand new. So, who knows? And I'll buy something. I think I'm going to hang on to this Kenwood, though. It's 2 years, and I like it. I mean, I bought it because it's military spec, and it lived up to its title here. It's really a good rig, and no problems at all with it. So, and I bounced from one thing to another, and I did a conversion years ago. Worked SSB with an 11-meter rig on 10 probably for about 2 decades. And did a lot of QRP. And I enjoyed that with a simple dipole. I had a dipole about, I would say 10 feet off the ground outside the window here, and worked the world on 15 with one of those Mickey Mouse MFJ deals. So back to you there, Mark. WY20 for ID.
Well, it sounds like we have parallel ham radio careers. Yeah, I've been there, done that, just like you. But it's been a lot of fun. I have no complaints about it. Let's see, what's it been? 1980? Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm getting up there almost 40 years of being licensed. I started out back in '64, I think it was. I received an AM radio that also had channel 15 crystal in it. So it was a walkie-talkie AM radio. And when I heard those guys talking on channel 15, CB channel 15, I just fell in love with it and started talking to them. And that's what got me hooked into it. And around 1978 or so, when the 2-meter craze and repeaters all started going on, that's when I really got into it. And I've had a lot of fun. So, yeah, been there, done that. I still got the MFJ QRP rig for 20 meters, so I go out in the deck and I hook that up to the antenna. But HF right now is so terrible because of the sunspots. But yeah, the good old 2-meter band and the D-Star really.